the Lord Patron of Yusnan. If anyone's supposed to protect the people, it's him. But instead, he's hiding.
I so want to see that show. Maybe I should try.
You managed to learn about the back route into the Augur's Quarter. Is that enough, or do you want more info?
Sorry, but you're in my way. Let's do it. Time to mix it up.
I was wondering.
Unlucky for you. And we...
To run. Come on!
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office.
I will strike you down. I challenge you.
Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of the woman calling herself the Savior. She is armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Hello and welcome.
You have come, Savior, as it was seen. This is your fate, and you must follow it. Our encounter was ordained. You have come,
Savior, you have come. Your fate is in our hands. I see all the threads, past and future, and your path is clear. My eye sees the truth. This is so, and always has been. Our encounter has sealed the spell. Know now, you are bound by my words.
What the hell do you mean by that? Bound by your words? You think that because I came today just like you predicted, you have some kind of hold over me. And now you believe you can tell me what to do next. Is that it?
Yes, you must bend to our will. That is your fate. Do not fight it.
You're just fooling yourselves. I came here today because I wanted to, not because of any spell.
Ah, yes. The illusion of free will is the spell's greatest strength. Now it is time to hear your next oracle. My eye has seen the truth. The 3 stones you must find, and bring here to us.
Stones? As in some kind of gem?
It is ordained. You must obey. Bring us the desert flames. 3 there must be. 1 is borne by a traveling merchant. 1 is found in an underground path. 1 is found on a street with many inns.
So if this spell of yours is real, I've got no choice, right? I'll go out, find those 3 gems, and bring them back to you.
The chains of fate bind you. Tempered in heaven's furnace, by no force can they be sundered. You must do fortune's bidding.
Light, are you feeling okay? Those men said they cast a spell on you. Do you think that that's true?
They're charlatans and incompetent ones at that. Magic eyes and oracles? That wouldn't fool anyone.
Good to hear. They want you to find the 3 desert flame gems. But you're not gonna play along with their game, are you? You'll ignore them, right?
Or I could find them.
Light, you're not serious about that, are you? You know as well as me we don't have to play their games. The Savior is a wanted woman now. I don't think running is gonna get you anywhere. You're better off fighting your way through.
Buy me that toy!
Unlucky for you.
Now!
Nothing to speak of. feel like dying.
Short on Gil? Need to...
It's the story of God and his savior. There's no dry morality play, though. There's dancing, singing, right up your alley. It's gonna be performed in the Augur's Quarter, so the audience will be pretty elite.
I don't have time to play. You're down. Let's do it. They have no chance.
Where, oh, where could my gem be?
Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, it is indeed. My good woman, thank you. It's a precious heirloom of great sentimental value. Accept this token of my appreciation.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety
The gate to
Office.
the Augur's Quarter is locked, but for people in the know, there's always the back route.
That was information about the back route in. What? It looks like you're getting some good hints about how to sneak into the Augur's Quarter.
Once the sun sets, we can...
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Morning!
If you make a wish upon fireworks.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair.
Snow may have fallen prey to the chaos. You need to find a way to get into his palace and turn back into the snow we all remember before it's too late. You should hurry to the Augur's Quarter at once.
When I'm here, I forget all about my favorite.
Morning!
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
New gems, straight from the dead dunes. Want to buy one? They're called Desert Flames, and I'm the owner. Well, that's my entire stock. Thanks for being a loyal customer.
Light, I don't want to pry. Are you alright? What I mean is, look at you. You're doing exactly what those fortune tellers told you to do.
If you're asking me if I'm actually under their spell, the answer is no. Come on, they're just frauds.
Savior. She has
Except,
rose-colored
you
hair.
didn't just pick those gems off the street. You paid a lot of gil to... collection.
Hope, you have to give me some credit. I'm just playing along for now. The best way to find out what they're really up to is to hand over the 3 gems.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description.
Just here? Come in and see you!
Palace guards are conducting
Lightning strikes.
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous
I
weapon.
love this. Smell of bloodshed.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this.
Come in and transform. See you!
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security post. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
Behold, the Eye has seen the truth. She returns to us bearing the 3 gems, just as foretold.
I was doubtful, but I guess you do have special powers. That spell really works. So why don't you tell me what you really want from me?
Very well. The time has come. Listen well, Savior. I have seen it. You will hunt monsters, fearsome creatures that plague this land. The Eye has seen you defeat them all, even the ultimate beast.
And your all-seeing eye doesn't lie, right? Because your spell will make it true?
It is fate. The Oracle has spoken, and you have no choice but to act. Free our city of the monster menace.
Light is to now, don't you think?
They've got a monster infestation and they want someone to clean it up for them. And that would be me.
They're nothing more than con artists, manipulating you to do their bidding. What do they hope to gain from killing monsters?
Maybe it's just as they say. Hello again. Come on, you know what I want.
Damn it, here.
If you don't smarten up, next time I'll call the guards.
Next time you won't catch me.
You have to stop this. What would your parents say?
Who cares? Because I don't.
You're saying you think this is for the greater good. If you're right, you should help them out. Do what they want.
Are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
If only I could dream and never wake up.
Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I won't let anyone take my seat in the very front row.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
The women can watch the
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the
Would you like to sample one of our original cocktails?
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report that you will enjoy your visit to the city of light and magic. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest... She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
They should hold festive. We've got the finest stock in... Come back, sir.
See something? Oh.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair.
Can you see my blade? Lightning strikes.
This weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching the description to the nearest 11 a.m. The Recreation and Leisure Committee would like to welcome all new visitors to the city. The banquet of the Lord in the Glen.
I've got the music for you. Now play me the song.
Brunch.
Hey, thanks,
Stop
Lightning.
by and enjoy
Okay,
the
here goes.
spectacular views and some of the best food in the city.
You always loved this song. I remember when you told me what it was about. That you had to believe in tomorrow, no matter how bleak the future seemed to be. Keeping hope alive gave you the strength to make tomorrow a better place. I can see you now like it was yesterday, humming the song softly to yourself. Tell me, Sarah, can you hear it now? Are you somewhere close, watching me remember you?
That's some story. So, the patron was her fiancé? And this was one of her favorite songs? And it must mean a lot to him. It would bring back a lot of memories. By the way, what's the song called?
It's called Miracles. You want to do me a favor? Keep playing it as often as you can. Maybe he'll be able to hear it. It'll do him good.
Sure, no problem. I doubt he can hear me down here, but I won't stop playing it, just in case. Miracles do happen sometimes, right?
Maybe that music has made me overly sentimental, but I think his music will help some of the people in this town. It's a perfect message for time. they have a use on that we don't have.
I'm with the order. I'm inspecting the clock tower.
That's where they hung the dummy. You didn't happen to see if they left anything else behind, did you?
Thankfully, nothing dangerous was uncovered. In any case, this clock is fine. Job done.
But there's a problem?
There is. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the clocks in town are all set to this one. Well, if I want to go the extra mile, I really should check the other ones too. Make sure they're all ticking right. Problem is, I have to stay right here and keep an eye on this one. If only there were someone else to check the others.
But there isn't, and so you're stuck. Why are you so worried about the clocks anyway? What's the big deal?
It's hard to explain. I have this irrational fear that keeps creeping into my head. That should the clocks ever stop, then that'll cause everything else to too. Time, the world, everyone. Finished. I have to know that all the clocks are ticking. I hate to ask, but could you check them for me? It would certainly help put my mind at ease.
Sure. How many are there in this city?
A ghost was spotted in the area where that woman was killed. Everyone's talking about it. My friend claims to have seen something strange late at night, but I'm not so sure I believe her.
That's odd.
Please, somebody help me! Please!
What? Who is this? Who am I talking to?
Thank goodness! My name is Louise, and I'm being chased by some people!
You're being chased? Alright, stay calm. Do you know where you are?
I'm by the North Station, right outside the graveyard.
Where is it?
Somebody! Help! Please help! They're after me! Is anybody there?
Louise? Is that you? Are they still after you?
Oh, is that you again? The girl who answered earlier? Those people chasing me? I lost them once, but they're back!
Looks like they don't know when to give up. Where are you? Do you see anything familiar around you?
I see the cathedral nearby, and lots of people walking around the area.
Scream for help to get their attention. I'll try, but I can't promise I'll make it there in time.
Okay, I'll do that, but...
Don't you think the timing of the call was a little odd? It's like the phone rang when I got close.
Maybe they have eyes on that place. and see if she's okay, though. She sounded scared.
Alright. She said she could see the cathedral. That must mean the south of the city.
I hope I make it safely through the day.
Nothing to speak of.
What? That store's on?
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Works Office of the Order of Salvation. It is now noon. Please pray. Let us devote our working day to the glory of God.
Welcome. Oh, I see you didn't just wander in here by accident, did you? Not everyone knows what this is used for. Thank you very much.
I saw a woman with rose-colored hair around these parts the other night. Quite mysterious. She seemed to have been inspecting the crime scene. There was something almost ethereal about her presence. She was something.
These are indeed dark. I hear rumors of apparitions go against the Order's beliefs.
I wanted a super special for lunch. Are you all here to offer your prayer? A soldier?
Is overuse non checking the numbers?
Most of our work gets done at
Sorry, but you're in my way.
We have the best selection around.
Is this everything you need for the medicine?
You managed to get everything on the list? That's incredible! Now give me a few minutes while I work my magic. Here you go. The greatest man-made remedy of all time. I hope this works. What am I saying? I know it'll work. Hurry on back to the poor girl so she can help her father.
You know the fellow called Armand? Every day he comes out to stand on the street and does nothing but talk to himself.
I have something for you. Here.
Is this really what I think it is? Are you absolutely sure that I can have this?
I said you could, didn't I? Now go and take it to your father.
Oh, I will. Thank you. You know, you may have just saved his life. You're one of the good ones. I didn't think there were many of you left. I don't know what to say. I just about lost faith in everyone.
Did you tell people about your situation? If they knew?
I tried, but no one even bothered to hear me out. And it wasn't even about the money. They just didn't want to get involved. I can't blame them for avoiding a poor girl from the Warren. I'd about given up when you came by. You were the only one who bothered to ask if anything was wrong, you know that? I guess there's still a bit of light in this city after all.
Of course there is. It took a while, but you ended up getting what you needed to help your father, didn't you? Even though the world is consumed with darkness, people are still willing to help others. Have some faith.
You're right. So what are you? Some kind of angel sent from the heavens or something? I know the world is ending soon and there's little time to do much else. But I pray the rest of your days are bright and full of bliss for you and your loved ones. And that's the truth.
This'll be easy.
It's
phone again?
Hello? Hello?
Louise, is that you? Are you okay?
Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping you'd answer. I'm sorry I ran away without waiting for you.
I'm just glad you're all right. What happened?
Well, I managed to get away from those people from before, but now, I think I'm lost.
Let me get this straight. You're not hurt, just lost. And they're not chasing you anymore, the people that were after you before?
Yes, thank you. I'm all right now.
Look around you. Do you see any landmarks? Can you describe what you see?
I see a bunch of shops nearby.
How far from the South Station are you?
Pretty far, I think. I didn't think about where I was going. I just ran. It's kind of messy here with a bunch of little streets.
All right, I'll come find you. Stay there. Don't move an inch.
Okay, I'll stay here. And,
Yeah?
I promise this isn't a hoax. You might not believe me, but I really need your help. I swear I'm telling the truth. I'll be waiting for you. I hope you'll come and find me. If you don't come,
Louise? Louise! What was she trying to tell me?
I realize this is out of the blue, but, you don't happen to be looking for a little girl named Louise.
I am. How did you know that?
A good guess. I've fallen for her old pranks myself once or twice.
Pranks?
Yeah, she's a bored little girl with too much time on her hands. No one around here takes her seriously anymore. Think about it. I mean, she's been living here for several hundred years. Several hundred years. I mean, how easily could she get lost?
Of course. Just because she sounds like a child. No child in this world is truly a child any longer.
And even if she is lost, I mean, it's not as though she's hurt or in any kind of danger or something. I'm sure someone will help her out.
Hope, what do you think? Is this just another one of her famous pranks? The way she got cut off seemed real.
She could have done that herself, for all we know. Just add to the drama.
There was something in her voice, a real desperation. Whatever the case, I'm gonna find her. She's somewhere far from the South Station. Did she say messy little streets?
Oh, my ball's on the roof. It's too high for me to reach. How do I get it down?
The saint must be protected at all costs.
My ball! Thank you! Wow, you can climb anything, can't you?
What are you doing here all by yourself?
I'm waiting for my brother. He's a bounty hunter. He left to fight a really scary monster that came out of the chaos. He went to kill it with some friends a while ago.
And he hasn't come back?
No, and it's already been 5 days.
That's a long time. Look, I know you're worried about him, but you have to take care of yourself, too. It wouldn't do your brother any good if you got yourself killed out here.
I'm okay. Besides, it's my job to wait right here till he comes back. He's really strong. I know he'll be back soon.
I'm sure he will be. If I see him around, I'll tell him you're waiting for him and that he should hurry home.
Thanks. Now that I have my ball back, I have something to play with until he gets here. Don't worry about me. I'm okay on my own. Thank you again for my ball.
our hope. This'll be easy. Lightning strikes.
Defenses are tight around here. The first thing you'll need to do is break through the security net surrounding the Augur's Quarter.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security point. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has
All right, time for this. I challenge you.
and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the
Why,
nearest security
don't tell me your pocket was picked despite my warnings.
Yeah, just like a damn tourist. It was a kid, and he knew what he was doing.
A young boy, was it? Then he's still up to his old tricks. I know the lad, and his is a sorry tale. Not likely to hear a sadder one in all of Yusnan. If I compensated you, would you be so good as to forget this happened?
You're sure it was this kid?
Yes, it could be none other than the orphan boy Pickett.
Then maybe he should be punished. He needs to learn that stealing is wrong.
You see, the poor boy has lost both of his parents. Have you no sympathy at all?
I've got plenty. He's not the first person in this world to lose someone they love.
Have you lost family too?
Maybe.
You have, haven't you? I can tell. Then you can help the boy. Someone like you will be able to reach out to him. I need you to give him this letter. It's from his father, who gave it to me for safekeeping. It's the only thing he left his son.
I'll do it, but I don't see why you can't give it to him yourself. How did you know his father anyway?
We were both hunters who tracked ferocious monsters, but then Pickett's father was killed, and his death was my fault. And so, he refuses to accept the letter from my hands. Please, won't you give Pickett the letter from his father? It may help him end his criminal ways and get his life back on track.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the broadcast
Poor Olga can't sing anymore. Normally, she can make angels weep with that beautiful voice of hers.
I can tell you're pretty upset. Want to tell me about it?
What good would that do? You can't teach me how to sing again, can you?
You forgot how to sing?
My voice is just gone. I can't hold a note anymore.
Are you sure you're not sick or something?
My heart may be. The cruel bastard, he left me.
And you think he took your voice with him?
You don't understand what it is to perform, do you? He's not just my lover. He's written all my best hits. We were an unbeatable partnership. But then he up and left, leaving nothing but his songs behind. I tried to sing them, but I'm so angry at him I just can't get the words out.
So you're not heartbroken, just angry?
I don't expect you to understand.
You're right about that. I don't understand at all.
Wait a second. Would you be willing to go and find him for me? I'll make it worth your while. My word is good, I promise.
Why are you asking me?
Because there's no danger he'd fall for you and forget about me.
Don't hate me if he does fall for me.
If he does, I'll hunt you down, tear your hair out, and claw your eyes. Do I make myself clear? Anyway, his name is Birdie. He's the kindest, most gentle man in the whole city. He should be easy to find in a sea of undesirable men.
That's really not much of a lead, but I'm willing to help you out.
What prompted you to take on such a strange job?
I don't know. I think this city must... Hey, why are you running from me? I just want to talk.
I don't know any Olga. I mean...
It doesn't take a genius to figure out you know her. Do you know anything else about her? Like, where her missing lover is?
Oh, I can't keep this secret for any longer. I just can't. I have to confess it to someone, and it might as well be you. I'm her lost lover.
Is this your idea of a joke?
No, it's true, I swear. My name is Birdie. You know, the songwriter? I promised her my undying love, but now I don't dare face her. I unwittingly lost the 354th song I wrote for her.
Wait a minute. Did you say 354? That's a lot of songs.
Well, you know, I had a few centuries.
You didn't run out of ideas?
Ideas come easy. I picture my Olga, and the melodies just come to me fully formed, as if from another world.
Huh. Better to be lucky than good, I guess.
But a dark cloud has blotted out the sun of our radiant love, in the form of a frightful monster that suddenly attacked me and stole that song away. Which, incidentally, brings me to the favor I want to ask. I'm sure you can guess what it is.
Why don't you spell it out for me, just to be sure?
Well, I was thinking that you could get my music back from that, monster. I'd give you a reward. Please?
You and Olga. Neither of you mind asking strangers for favors, do you?
There's something I just don't get. He said he's written over 300 songs, right? If that's the case, why can't he just write a new one?
Now that you mention it, I didn't even think to ask. I just got caught up in their little game.
Well, they are artists. Putting on a show is...
I'm not gonna make you give back what you stole. It belongs to you anyway. Did you notice?
Huh? What is it? A letter? And it's addressed to me? Oh yeah? Huh. It's from my old man. What am I supposed to do with this?
Why are you asking me? It's yours now. Throw it away for all I care.
Damn right I'll throw it away. And I don't need your permission either.
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I understand. It must be hard for you. Losing your parents, and then being trapped in a child's body for centuries and centuries all alone.
That's right. You can't understand. No one can.
Let me tell you something. I lost my parents, but it wasn't the same. I still had my sister. I wasn't left all on my own. I was luckier than you.
So, your parents are dead too?
Yeah. It happened a long time ago, but I remember being really angry. People pitied me, treated me like a helpless child. I couldn't stand it. So, I pushed people away and built walls around me. But I still had my sister. She understood me.
It's not fair. I didn't have anyone. I was left all alone.
I know. If it were me, I couldn't have done what you did. You're a lot stronger than I am. You've done an amazing thing, going through that and surviving all these years. You should be proud of yourself.
I should? I've never felt proud about anything. But when you put it like that, maybe I should be proud.
Since you already agreed to help, let's go and find this music of his.